Welcome to Chemistry Day 3. So today is going to be your first quiz. It's going to be the 1 through 10 elements, and you're going to get to that assignment by opening Canvas, go to your modules, find today's date, and open the agenda, and you'll read through the agenda, and then you're going to click Next to get to the quiz. So if you're ever absent, you're going to go to that agenda and see what you missed. It's your responsibility to gather any work that you missed after you return from being absent. Work is due 1 day for every day plus a day, and you should always check your Canvas to see what you missed on the daily agenda. If you plan on staying after that first available Friday after your absence, if you see on the agenda that you have a lab or a quiz, you won't find yourself with missing assignments that you're not able to make up. So always that first available Friday after being absent, you are going to make up any labs or quizzes. Any other assignments you can make up at home. So just check the agenda and see if you missed a lab or a quiz. The unit tests are not made up that way. So if you miss a unit test, your quarter exam is going to make it up. So your quarter exam will replace any missing or lower unit test score. And so if you do better on your quarter exam than 2 of your tests, I'll replace both of them, or 3 of your tests, or all 4 of your tests. So whatever tests that you're missing also get replaced by your quarter exam. So you're going to want to study for your quarter exam. Tutoring. There's free tutoring every Monday after school in my classroom, and it'll start 20 minutes after the dismissal bell and end at 3:35. If there's some conflict where at the last minute I get a parent conference or some other meeting that I'm called to, I will put a note on the door and let you know as soon as possible via an announcement on Canvas. So you're going to want to check your email if you're planning on staying a day after school before the end of your 7th period to see if there's been an update to my tutoring schedule. If you just need a quick question, a question about a homework assignment, a question about something we did in class, you can stop by every day up until 2:30 to get quick help on any question. So kind of like tutoring for 20 minutes or so after class is over every day. I'm going to start a new tutorial method that I'm going to pilot this year. Since I've never done it before, it's subject to change if it's unsuccessful or people don't seem to be utilizing it. And that's going to be video tutoring. So you're going to, if you have a question about something, you're going to submit your question via email. It needs to come in 2 days before the test, so don't wait till the last minute. Always the day before the test, we review. So that means you have to know the assignment before that last day. You need to make sure that you are paying close attention because we won't have video tutorials about that last topic of the unit. So everything else during the unit, you can submit your question. You're going to post it on the discussion. I'll post the answer on the discussion board. You're going to send me an email. And if the question is very similar or exactly like somebody else's, I'm only going to make the video for the first submission. And you're going to need to look through the videos to see if your topic has already been addressed. Students who are tardy to class must make up any missed work after school. If the tardy is unexcused, it's possible I'm not going to let you make it up. So make sure you don't come late to my class. A tardy will only be excused if you have a pass from an office or a teacher that you're coming from the previous period, not just a teacher you know that will write you a pass because you're friends. You need to make sure that it is a legitimate reason that you are missing my class, because the only person that can give you permission to be absent from my class for any amount of time is me. So you can't get permission from somebody else to be late to my class. I'll check the schedule to make sure that that is the teacher you should have been coming from that wrote you the pass. When you're arriving, give me the tardy pass. Just hand it right to me, or I might point to my desk if I'm walking around. You'll put it on my desk and get to work. Just try to figure out what we're doing right away. If I'm in the middle of something, you might have to wait a minute until I get a break to be able to come over and get you caught up. So the people that were there on time are my first priority, and then I will come and get you caught up if you can't figure out what's going on from the lecture. The next quiz that you're having, which is on Friday, is over the weird 11 elements. They're the 11 elements that their name does not match their symbol on the periodic table. The reason for this is that 9 of these symbols were actually derived from their Latin names. And one of them was from a Greek name and one of them was from a German name. But the English names that are on the periodic table, their name does not match their symbol. So these elements really need to be memorized so that you're not hunting and pecking all over the periodic table when you're taking a test for these elements on the periodic table. So these weird 11 need to be memorized. The weird 11 are sodium, and the symbol for it is Na. Potassium, the symbol for it is K. Iron, the symbol for it is Fe. Copper, the symbol is Cu. Silver, the symbol is Ag. Tin, the symbol is Sn. Antimony, the symbol is SB. Tungsten, the symbol is W. Gold, the symbol is AU. Mercury, the symbol is HG. And lead, the symbol is PB. Just like the 1 through 10 elements, the first letter is an uppercase letter, and the second letter, when there's 2 letters, is a lowercase letter. It is not the element if you spell it with all upper cases or all lower cases. That will be super important when we start writing formulas. Okay, so here are the list of them: sodium, potassium, iron, copper, silver, tin, antimony, tungsten, gold, mercury, and lead. Here's their original name so that you can see where their symbols came from. So the element symbol number 47, that element is Ag. I memorize this because it's the element silver, and I say Ag is almost gold. That's what the Ag stands for in my mind, almost gold, because silver is almost like gold. We make jewelry out of it, etc. It's valuable. The next symbol is Fe. It's iron. I say Ferris wheels are made out of iron. The element's original name was ferrium. So Ferris wheels are made out of iron. Also, the farrier is the person that comes to put shoes on a horse, and that's because horseshoes are made out of iron. The next element is SB, antimony. That one was really hard when I was learning because antimony, I didn't even think of a word that was similar to antimony. The only one I could think of was alimony. And so I said that if you had to pay alimony, that would be super bad. So SB stands for super bad, antimony. Number 80 is mercury. So that's Hg. Mercury is a Greek god, so I say it's a hokey god, Hg, hokey god. Hokey means fake. The next symbol is Au. I say there a little story that has a robber stealing somebody's gold, and they say, Au, come back with my gold. Number 82 is lead, that's PB. Plumbers used to use lead pipes. Because I know that, I say PB, plumbum. People also say peanut butter is heavy like lead. Number 74 is W, it's tungsten. So I say don't stick out your tongue at West Orange, and the W stands for West Orange. Don't stick out your tongue at West Orange. Number 11 is sodium, and I say Na, that I don't need to remember this one. There's nothing that I need to remember this one for. It's not applicable because Na is such an easy one. You'd be so dumb if you didn't know it. So Na, I don't need some way to remember it because it's easy. That's because most people know sodium chloride, NaCl, and so you already have heard of this one before. The next one is potassium, and there's a meme for that that says, "Would you like to hear a joke about potassium?" And then the little chemistry cat says K. So potassium is K. Number 29 is copper, and so I say the policeman is running after the robber that stole your gold, and he says, "Hey, you come back with that gold," and the criminal turns around and says, "See you later, copper. See you later, copper." Number 50 is tin, and tin and sin are just one letter apart, the S and the T. So I would say it is a sin if you can't remember tin. So SN and then TIN.